revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in 3.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Humphries out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Looking to throw. Humphries. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott down. That's caught by Keller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Going on the ground with Homer. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Here we go, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And it's complete. Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
53. Here we go, 47. Watch the run. He's checked 26.
This is Homer. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check 43.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Wide.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Jones breaking from the contact. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down. Humphries. He's going to look deep down and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Pull it together. Put up. 55.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, dude.
Operating from the gun, Humphries. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
To number 82. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready, set.
50 seconds, come on. Let him know.
Try to pound it in here with Michel. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Got it.
50 seconds, Mike. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Ready.
50 seconds, right.
Back to throw. Humphries. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Going. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this with Homer. Past the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balance.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Looking to throw. Humphries. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Humphries. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready? 50 seconds. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Humphries. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Humphries. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's bring it.
From From the gun, Humphries. It's caught. Jones. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check. Down.
To throw on second down. Humphries. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Humphries. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Bullock. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we are even at 10 apiece. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 24, Prescott. That one complete. He finds Sharp. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Here we go. Watch football. Danny. 26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Touchdown defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it, baby.
At the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike, you must be dreaming. Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33, and he goes out right around the 39. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Off play action. Humphreys. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Five. All day, baby. All day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mark 50. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Hey.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Prescott. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage. Back at the 43-yard line.
Double dog. That's the way.
Again, it's Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Humphries. Jones has it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
I got him. Hey, echo.
2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. Humphries. And that's complete to Adams. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 47 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Humphries. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw. Humphries. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Humphries. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get ready.
Operating from the gun, Humphries. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Looking to throw. Humphries going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Humphries. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 52.
Following the fumble recovery, Humphries. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Humphries. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. Go, go, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Humphries. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 54.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Right. Mike's 54. Mike.
Get it.
Throwing again. Humphries. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
50. Check by 50. Bring it. Bring it. Watch the safety creep. Slay.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Looking to throw. Humphries. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with